This first monologue is based on one woman's story, pretty much the way I heard it. Although the subject of this interview came up in every interview and was often fraught. The subject being hair.
I love hair. I mean, hair, vagina, hair is a vagina, the vagina is hair. I like my hair. I'd like a lot more hair, actually.
I'm a redhead and everything's red. I mean, it's just red, 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 red.
I've never shaved a bikini line. I wear appropriate bathing suits so that it covers, but I don't, I don't feel that I had to work on it cosmetically.
Because I've been afflicted with hair from the time I was 8 years old on my vagina, I'm very curious what it would feel like to be hairless.
I don't mean a haircut. I mean, it's not anything like crazy. I mean, I do it myself, so how crazy can it be? It's just like a normal, nice, neat, thing. I thought everybody did that. No?
You cannot love a vagina unless you love hair. Many people do not love hair. My first and only husband hated hair. He said it was cluttered and dirty. He made me shave my vagina. It looked puffy and exposed like a little girl. This excited him. When he made love to my vagina, it felt the way a beard must feel. It felt good to scratch it and painful, like scratching a mosquito bite. There were screaming red bumps. It felt like it was on fire. I refused to shave it again. Then my husband had an affair. When we went to marital therapy, he said he screwed around because I wouldn't please him sexually. I wouldn't shave my vagina. The therapist had a thick German accent, and she gasped between sentences to show her empathy. She asked me why I didn't want to please my husband, why I didn't want to shave my vagina. I told her I thought it was weird. I felt little when my hair was gone down there, and I couldn't help talking in a baby voice. And even calamine lotion wouldn't stop the irritation. She told me that marriage was a compromise. I asked her if my shaving my vagina would stop my husband from screwing around. I asked her if she had many cases like this before. She told me that questions diluted the process. She was sure it was a good beginning. I just needed to jump in. This time, when we got home, he got to shave my vagina. It was like a therapy bonus prize. He clipped it a few times, and there was a little blood in the bathtub. He didn't notice. He was so excited shaving me. Then later, when my husband was pressing against me, I could feel his spiky sharpness sticking into my naked, exposed vagina. There was no protection. There was no fluff. I realized then that hair is there for a reason. It's the leaf around the flower, the lawn around the house. You have to love hair in order to love the vagina. You can't pick the parts you want. And besides, my husband, well, he never did stop screwing around. I interviewed a whole group of women between 65 and 75, and that was definitely the most poignant group. Mainly because I don't think many women in that group had ever had a vagina interview before. This particular woman was 72 years old, and she had never seen her vagina. She'd washed it in the shower and bath, but never with conscious intention or awareness, and she'd never had an orgasm. When she was 72, she went to therapy for the first time, as we do in New York, and she worked with a wonderful therapist who got her to go home by herself. She told me she lit some candles, she played some music, she took a bath. She got down with herself, and she told me it took her over an hour because she was arthritic. But when she finally found her clitoris, she said she cried. This is for her, the flood. Down there? I haven't been down there since 1953. No. No, it had nothing to do with Eisenhower. No. No, trust me, you don't want to go down there. It's very damp, very clammy. Smell the mildew, gets in your clothes. It's horrible. No, there was no accident down there. It didn't blow up or catch on fire. It wasn't so dramatic. What's a nice girl like you going around talking to old ladies about their down there's for? We didn't do this kind of a thing when I was your age. Well, there was this boy. Oh, God. Andy Lefkoff. Oh, God. He was so good-looking and tall like me. He asked me out for a date, I'll never forget, in his new white Chevy Bel Air. Oh, my God. I can't do this. I'm sorry. I can't talk to you about down there. You just know it's there like the cellar. You can hear the pipes. Things get caught there from time to time. Little animals and things. It gets wet. People come. They plug up the leaks. Otherwise, the door stays closed. You forget about it. Andy. Oh, God, he was a catch. That's what we called it in my day. We're in his car, and all I'm thinking about are my kneecaps. I have very long legs, and my kneecaps were smushed up against the dashboard. When Andy just grabs me and kisses me in this take-you-by-control like they do in the movies kind of way. Well, I got excited. I got very excited. And there was a flood down there. This river of life, this force of passion just flooded out of me. Right through my panties, right onto the car seat of his new white Chevy Bel Air. Well, it wasn't pee, and it wasn't smelly. Well, Andy said it smelled like sour milk, and it was staining his car seat. I was a stinky, weird girl, he said. I tried to explain that his kiss had caught me off guard. I wasn't normally like this. I tried to wipe up the flood with my dress. It was a new yellow primrose dress, and it looked ugly with the flood on it. Andy drove me home. He never said another word to me. And when I got out of his car, I tell you, I closed it, locked the store. Never opened for business again. I used to have these dreams, though. I mean, they're crazy dreams, dopey dreams. Why? Burt Reynolds. I don't know why. The guy never did a thing for me in life, but always in my dreams, it was Burt and I. We'd be out for dinner. One of those restaurants, the kind you see in Atlantic City. Huge chandeliers. Thousands of the waiters with the vests on. Burt would be there. He'd give me an orchid corsage. I'd pin it to my blazer. We'd laugh. We were always laughing, Burt and I. Laughing. Ate shrimp cocktail. Fabulous shrimp. Huge shrimp. Then Burt would lean towards me, and just as he was about to kiss me, the entire restaurant would start to shake. Pigeons would fly out from underneath the table. I don't know what the pigeons were doing there. And the flood would come straight from down there. It would pour out of me. It would pour and pour. There'd be little boats inside it, and little fish, and the entire restaurant would fill up with my flood. And there would be Burt standing waist deep in it, looking horrified, horribly disappointed I'd done it again, as he watched his friends, Dean Martin and the likes, swim past us in their tuxedos and evening gowns. I don't have those dreams anymore. No. Not since they took just about everything connected with down there. Moved out the tubes, the uterus, the whole works. My doctor thinks he's a real comedian. He tells me, you don't use it, you lose it. But really, it was cancer. The whole thing had to go. Highly overrated anyway, right? I do other things. Love the dog shows. I sell antiques. Excuse me? Come again? What would it wear? What kind of question is that? What would it wear? It would wear a sign. Closed due to flooding. What would it say? I told you it's not a thing that speaks. It's a place you don't go. Closed up, under the house, down there. You happy now? You happy? You got an old lady to talk about this stuff? You feel better? Actually, I'll tell you the truth. You are the very first person I ever talked to about any of this stuff. I feel a little better.